Oh god, he spotted us. Hello, welcome back to my Let's Play of Morrowind, where today we are being attacked by a skeleton. Not one that seems particularly strong in all honesty, but there we go. Oh no. Oh, everything's going wrong. My name's Billy, and we are going to be continuing on with the Thieves Guild and Mages Guild, probably at some point today. At least one of them, but not before pillaging an ancestral tomb, as we are wont to do quite frequently. These skeletal arms clipping through this door worry me, especially a Bone Lord. I don't think we've come across those before. So, let's see if it's something we can take on. No? Can we even... is this a probe? Is that what I've done? I think it was. Oh, right. Next we want that, because that's the skill we are trying to level up, and let's find out how bad this is going to be. He did a proper professional dodge there. Have we fought one of these before? I'm feeling backed into a corner, so let's swap to our best weapon. Oh, I said let's swap to our best weapon. Oh, it has no effect. Okay, let's swap to our backup weapon. Okay, I think we're going to be okay. As long as we don't get staggered too much. Oh, that's a champion as well. These are like 2 higher level enemies, definitely. But there we go. We were capable. For sure. Yeah, it seems like the last few episodes we didn't have too much of a chance for combat, so hence coming here. Oh, I saw the trap way too late on that. Just to dip in and grab a couple of levels while we can. Bug lamp. That feels like that's probably for a quest. So let's pick it up and have it sit in our inventory for the next, what, like 20 hours or so? Right. I need to probe this before I pick it, don't I? I just went outside to heal up, making sure we're ready to do whatever we can with this fight. Right, lockpick, yes please, there we go, and then, who is this? Go on, give me a bit of bone. Not the best phrasing I've ever had, but... hello? There's a poltergeist in this door. Oh no. This feels like a bad situation for some reason. They do like to get locked up on each other, so we do have that benefit. So once we round this corner, I think it's going to go back to dagger time. It's my new favourite enemy in Prey, by the way, is the poltergeist. Because it's just like, it is a very silly enemy. It's almost a joke that is actually genuinely scary. For those who don't know, basically, and minus spoilers for one enemy in Prey here, it's a enemy that does what poltergeists do. It rattles things, it disorientates you, it lifts you up, it throws you around, and is invisible. So a little on the challenging side. It's not too bad. But that for me is essentially a joke. It's a nod to horror films, but it also manages to be scary at the same time. I have to say, like, I think that is, we were talking a bit about Prey last episode, but it is something that game does exceedingly well. Has like good engrossing enemies for you to fight. I have a feeling this is like a real questy one with this dead body here. No, maybe not. It was the lamp more than anything that was like pointing me in that direction. Yeah, like there's an enemy called Nightmares as well, which are genuinely terrifying. I don't know if there's just one or if there's a lot, but yeah, genuinely terrifying. And like the lore behind all of it is so good. It's something I'm really surprised at with Arcane. Not that I didn't think they were good at writing. I think like they've got some. It's something they've only got better at. Look, you look at compared to like Dishonored 1 through to Death of the Outsider. And it's been a while since I played Death of the Outsider, but my memory of that game is it's like pulls together a lot more threads than like maybe the first 2 games ever did in intelligent ways. Whereas and Prey is like, I don't know, like you have to be not too over the top with it, because in reality I'm probably about halfway through that game, so you know it could go multiple different ways. But I'm already getting that vibe of like, oh, am I going to need to do 2 playthroughs of this? And in all reality, time may not allow that. Not with the way my life's going at the moment. Yes, still out in my flat. Yes, we still have a roof leak, and the estate agent is not responding to me at the moment, so we have all those joys to be dealing with. So, like, yeah, life might just not allow the doubler playthrough. But my inquisitiveness might get the better of me and just mean I start up a second playthrough either way, whether it's sensible or not. So we'll see. But that's good writing for you. It makes you want to see all the permutations, all the possibilities. And there's definitely possibilities. It's so nice as well for them to step back from a chaos system, because you can see where they would have put a chaos system in this game. They can see where they're making these like ethical judgments on you, but they never like so far haven't. Well, no, there is no system underpinning it, which like at the end of every section or level tells you we're back here, we've been here already. I'm getting lost. There's nothing that tells you, oh, you're bad because of this, and this. What? Oh, was that a vampire? We need to be careful here because I don't want to catch anything too terrible. So switch over to something like this. Okay, this is genuinely like quite a tough enemy. I mean, the nice thing about short blades is just the perma stagger, so we don't need to worry too much. I want to know what this is though. What is it? Hunger. That's a Daedra of sorts. Genuinely slightly creepy. Imagine having your town right next to a Daedric like base like that. Right, what the hell were we doing? Okay. Anicella's shop. We can do that. Yeah, it's the apothecary, wasn't it? Let's I know we spoke to this person last time. I'm desperate for a new blade. Steel katana? It's a long blade. 1 to 30 on the bow. We're 1 to 25. It's not even that expensive, so hell with it, yeah. Let's go for it. That's 20, but I imagine it's going to be much slower. So yeah, let's just do that. Bow for a bow. Seems fair to me. Oh, getting caught on the geometry. Yeah, I'm still obsessively watching Tarkov videos as well. That's been my other pastime of late. That game is still fascinating to me. There's still so much of it that I think is reprehensible. Maybe not a stronger word, that's probably too strong. There's just a lot that I find weird about like beautiful gun models in games and military chic in aesthetics. And I've not quite figured that out yet, and I can't quite put it in words that would make sense to say out loud. I feel like this might be an apothecary. That feels like a major one. Alchemy. Yeah. That doesn't feel like the right one though. Anis Sheloth. Oh, hello. Right, let's get some directions on this. Right, I found it. I know where we're going. Yeah, so, but the mechanics of it all, the sort of the ability to lose everything, the slow pace, the building up of equipment and gear, the high level of knowledge needed to do too much, it's all just so interesting. And I do like the setting as well, like this, I mean it's been done before, but that sort of Russian wasteland, something went wrong here at some point. style of place. We need to get in there, don't we? Yeah,
Oh,
I bet we do.
leave me alone.
How on earth are we meant to rob that? Ooh. Is that it? No. Right. We need to think about this.
Where is that slave?
I wonder if like you just have straight up like a really good potion of invisibility. Because I don't see how we're going to do this otherwise. Just Magicka. I mean, she got good potions. Just not the ones we want. Oh, invisibility. Standard potion. Let's try it. Let's see how it goes. Let me just double check what I'm doing.
Here not long ago.
I'm looking in the wrong place anyway. We'll keep that potion of invisibility because we know what this game's like. It'll ask us to do some like crazy stuff at some point. Some stuff where we have to rob something like right in the middle of town or something. There we go. I just want to get my thought process. I don't think I said this last session. The reason I've gone to the Thieves Guild to get this quest is because sorry, I'm doing photo opportunity. Is because why is it? Yeah, because just in case like this major skill quest is asking me to go out of town, like that's the one I'm actually the most interested in doing. But just in case this like my next big Thieves Guild quest is going to ask me to go out of town in the same place, because they have done that before, or it is in a similar location. So I may as well get if every local Thieves Guild quest can be done first, and then we can see if we can tie it all together. But yeah, like in my old age, I'm finding myself like really drawn to games that are just weird and interesting. I say that though, I've been playing Titanfall 2 today with my little brother, and oh, that game's good. Affecting Cause is a very good mission. I'm not going to say anything unique there, everyone knows it's a good mission. Potion recipe, oh, I need to deliver it to the mage. Which we know what that is.
Come on, I haven't got all
What was I going to be saying about it? Yeah, so like that is a fairly standard game in a lot of ways, but what it does really, really well. But like some of the weirder games, that's where my headspace seems to be at. Like I saw what's it called? Like this game get released in early access, which was basically taking apart spaceships in space and selling them for scrap, and I was like, ooh, ooh, that seems interesting. That seems good. No, because you're not the person I'm meant to be speaking to, are you? Ariel, Inial, Tusamariel. Potion recipe. Yes, here it is. Will do nicely. Now leave me to my studies. We will do. Let's get out of here. I know my way in and out. I think I was even saying at the beginning of the last session, I will soon learn my way around Wolverine Hall. But I think initially I just kept going up and down the same tower. Yeah, I suppose that's it. Like, an interesting games can be, well, it's multifaceted, definitely. And for me, it definitely covers stuff just done really well, as well as stuff that's like unique or interesting. Like Dwarf Fortress is apparently getting a graphics mod. I know they're the user-made ones. So, like, boy, am I going to have to check that out now. Push recipe. Who's delivered? Thank you. Done. Advancement. I'm a captain. A capitan. No worries. Any more duties? I want to see. Where's that gentleman, Jim Stacy? Looking from Vivek. Advancement. Jobs. A Grandmaster's Retort. They're not usually for sale, and when they are, they're a bit too pricey for most people. I've heard that Berwyn the trader in Talmora is selling one, but you can get it for a special discount if you're careful. There may be a few others here and there. Bring me any Grandmaster Retort and I'll pay you well for it. I bet there's one like nearby. Probably in the Mage Guild somewhere, right? Right, so apparently there's none local. So, next piece of getting together our plan of action for how we're moving forward. What's my other quest? Major skill, meeting with a wise woman. The Ashlanders. Right. Let me remember what we need to do. I'm going to have a quick look. Right, we have a lot of travelling to do for our next mission. So the Majors Guild want us to meet Ashlanders, and the best way to get locations of Ashlanders, it appears, is to do main quest stuff. The Thieves Guild just want us to bring us a retort, which I'm not super interested in doing this second, so we can come back and do that later. So in that case, that means we need to go and meet Salt. This mission, 1 second, let me find it. Meet Sul Matul, which means we need to go to one of the camps, which we can do from Aldrune. It's nice, like, actually having a base in all these places. I was looking at the world map a second ago and being like, actually, we are fairly mapped out on, like, the south to west compass of Morrowind. Like, our eastern side is poor and our northern side is poor. But it's nice because we're zipping backwards and forwards and going to places we've been to before, and it's like, oh, there's a character I know, there's a place I know. I know where the door is to exit Aldrune, you know. Oh, dust storm. It's up here, isn't it? Yeah, cool. So from here we're going to go to Margan, and then it's just north of Margan, so nice and easy for us. What were we talking about? There's something good, I'm sure. Right, Margan.
Where would you like to go?
I think it was something about the games that we were playing. It tends to be what I ramble on about. Probably something about Tarkov, knowing me. Exit to town, exit to town. I've not had, like, that's the weird thing I'm finding with Tarkov. I don't have, like, the energy to play it all the time, so I have to dip in and out of it quite frequently. What's going on? Why can't I? Wasn't letting me select anything in my menu for a second then, and had me a bit worried. And with that worry in mind, let's make a save. Yeah, I suppose, like, the thing I say is, like, I'm slowly getting into these military sim sort of style shooters. I've not had a chance to play any squad or postscriptum since I've been away, just simply because of the amount of might work that will require, and sort of shouting contact to the east in the middle of a family house is not particularly appealing to me this second. If I can get, like, more of a room off to the side, then maybe. I'm liking this bow. It's proving tasty to start with. So we need to be going, like, up here. Yeah, like, so the thing that I was sort of finding, wanting to go back and play that and then play some more Tarkov. I actually played a tiny bit of Valorant as well. Valorant seems cool, but again, I didn't want to talk on a microphone, and that's the sort of game I feel really bad if I'm not going to talk on a microphone, because I just feel like I'm getting in the way of my team, even though, like, the 2 games I did play, we won. It feels like, yeah, you just should have a microphone. You should just talk to people in that game, which is a shame because I don't like people. But I was thinking, like, how, like, small, like, the core, what you can do in these games is mostly similar. Don't get me wrong, there is some changes in the mechanics of it all, you know, the twitchy shootiness, and compared to something that might be a bit more measured and long range and, like, weighing up those shots. But the thing that, like, I'm so interested in the things that are different about these games and what causes those differences. And, like, I think I'm going to do a piece on that when I get a second. But I need to just play, like, way more of those games first. I'm not sure which ones to do either. Like, do I want to go and spend 20 to 50 hours in Valorant, or, like, I think Tarkov's definitely on there because it's the one I played the most of and I have the most interesting to say. But the other one that I was thinking about as well was Apex, because I've played a lot of Apex this year and I really like the game. So just, like, doing some more thinking about that. I could probably have the most, like, coherent opinions on Apex. I've thought about it enough. Whereas the other games, like Squad, I'm going to need to play a load more of. I think Tarkov I need to play more of as well. I'm just brushing on level 10. Oh yeah, I was talking about not finding a moment to play it. yeah, it's just like for me, if you're playing Tarkov, you need to sit down and be like, right, the next 40, not even 40 minutes, the next couple of hours are going to be Tarkov hours, and no distractions, because if I get distracted, I'm going to lose stuff, and I'm just going to accept I'm going to lose some stuff anyway, and just get on with it. And I've just not really had the opportunity to do that as well. I need to be playing stuff that I can like dip in and out of, which, you know, even Prey works fine with. Even something like this works fine with. But yeah, sort of like the differences in those games and what causes the difference in those games. And even if the games aren't really like wholly related, is not like super important. It's more just like they're in the same realm, and how did we get these what minutia caused this? Because like the gameplay, like the whole experience is just so different. I want to check this direction. I have a feeling it might be over here. Yeah, the experience is so different, but they're all shooters. I know that might seem obvious to people who play games, but like especially between like Apex is just way different. Like it's a different game, but the like what makes Tarkov and Squad so different? And it's such minute things, and I'd say it's all in the communication stuff, and like how does the game achieve those aims? It's by having squad leaders and then a commander and then squads underneath, and having the communication just being such a core aspect of what that game does. Whereas Tarkov, yeah, there is the communication aspect if you are going to go into raid with people, but that is just an element that's completely ignorable. Like the vibe of Tarkov for me actually makes a lot more sense almost by yourself, you know, struggling against all the odds to try and grab loot. Whereas as soon as you add another person into a situation, it becomes something different. Especially watching streams of it and things like that, with people playing with other people. Like when people are playing by themselves, it seems quite stressful and intense, and they're having to work their way through a level and like take it slow and think about things. But where they're playing with other people, it becomes a lot more chatty. And don't get me wrong, there's that moment of like, where are you, or what's going on here, or we need to watch this, and this, which is all fun and cool, but it is different. You attacking me? So yeah, it's all stuff I want to spend some more time with. It's nice as well, actually, because weirdly, even though these games are like classically known as being super intense and a lot to them, I'm really finding that they're the sort of games that you can nip in and spend like an hour with here and there. Which is not the impression you get from the outside. From the outside, they almost read as if, right, if we are going to be getting into Tarkov, we need to be able to waste 40 hours right this second. Which is not something that I can necessarily do. And then I'm playing Brawlhalla as well. I have too much going on. I enjoy playing lots of little games though, dipping in and out. I'm doing a lot better this time though. Previously, whenever I've made a channel, I've always wanted to be like, I'd do the big video thing and play about 12 games at the same time, so I'd be able to like have 12 videos ready at the same time, but then just never produce anything. Whereas like that sort of critical thinking, I'm leaving to just one video, one game at a time. You know, I'm not playing anything past Prey, even though I could like technically be like, oh, I'm going to start Death of the Outsider now. Instead, I'm going to get Prey done and then move on and think about that as a whole separate thing. But I am playing little bits of other things. I'm just not recording anything yet, and I think if I did actually want to get around to recording stuff, I would do that like separately and be thinking about that like a little differently. What's this place? You don't often see this sort of structure out in the ashy areas. That's Dwemer, that's why, isn't it? Which you do see in these areas, so I'm speaking absolute rubbish. Yeah, I'm having a moment with games at the moment. They're having a bit of a renaissance this year, I'd say, the last 6 months. And I was talking to my mate and he was exactly the same. You know, like, it's weird to sort of hit in your late 20s and getting that. Because I've had moments like in my early 20s where I was like, oh, perhaps games are just not for me anymore. But then I came back around to them and they are dope. So, jury's out. There we go, folks. We all know now. Everyone should play games. Until they shouldn't. It is funny having siblings who are getting into them as well. I mean, no, it was my sibling who got me into Brawlhalla. That's nothing on me. I should look at other than that before I start making these journeys. That feels like it's something. Let's go and explore that, and then if we're not managing to find where we're going, then we can figure something else out. But there's like a level of competency there as well, which I don't know if I had at that age, but I remember getting better at games and being like, oh, I can start playing more different things now. But that's the other thing I'm recognising as well, is like I'll sit him in front of like a MOBA, something he has no connection with, like he's not played an RTS, like a lot of games for him are third person or first person. That sort of perspective of a MOBA, you know, the top-down RTS kind of style thing, is just has no perspective, and he's super interested. He's like, oh, what's this do? What does that do? Oh, can I try this? Try that? Try this? And like giving us some pointers in the right direction. And I find that so interesting because like I've put games in front of other people and they just have no interest or it's not taken. Whereas like he sees what I see, you know. That's exactly what I get out of it. I see someone playing the game in front of me. I'm like, oh, I want to try that. I want to see what's possible in these spaces. I want to experience that. What's this? Are we coming on to something, or is this just like Able Dad? That's what's it called? Right. So let's just find out. So we're not far away. Ibar Dad, so we need to go east. It's like here. Cool. That's something we can do. That's something we can definitely do. Ibar Dad, that's here, isn't it? Ibar. So yeah, I do find it weird getting into online games though, because it is such a minefield of how do you make sure they're secure, both from a what people like the fact that like YouTube is so common these days. Everyone watches it. Who's younger, it's not uncommon just to put on your favourite like person who's playing games from FIFA to whatever. You know, it's not even something that's weird and nerdy particularly anymore. Like it was for me. I remember discovering Let's Plays probably for myself, probably 10, 11 years ago, and watching someone play. The first one I remember watching a lot of, but it might not be the case that it's the first ever one I watched of, was Wind Waker one. And just watching someone play that. And I was just like, it's almost embarrassing to do that. It was for me then. I'm not saying it is embarrassing to do it. And that's just not the case anymore. It's just a matter of course that people watch that sort of stuff. And like the tone is different and the way people watch it is a bit different, but this guy's goofy, just staring at me. Is that this weapon? Is that what we're doing here? Paralyze, okay. I thought we were just doing like staggers or like locking them into weird stuff, but we are actually paralyzing them. Which suits us? Because as soon as he starts hitting, he looks like he's going to hit like a ton. This is going to be tight. If we can keep getting the staggers, we'll be okay. He really has some like 90s animations. I know this game's like early 2000s, but getting those mouse clicks going. I don't think we're even doing our best hit. I think that option's turned off. There's something wrong with my Morrowind save. Not save, but game. It just like it's not saving any of my options whatsoever. I mean, let's just keep doing this. The quicker hit is actually proving to be successful as hell, so. Oh god. I can't wait to get into a bit better combat. I say that, but Oblivion's no better, really. The next good combat game is Skyrim, and even that's arguable. I don't think it's something that the Elder Scrolls or like this Bethesda team is particularly known for doing. We seem to be doing no damage anymore. Right, what's the plan? Is it these? Along with that. Down in one. Oh, grim. Okay. We need to save on the edge of town here because otherwise we are just going to get absolutely swamped. But I suppose obligatory screenshot. This is where we die doing this. I think that's a nice framing. There we go. I like that. Cool. Get the menus back and then rest up outside of town. That's going to be it for today. I'm going to save up and finish up. But we should be able to make it through on this main quest and get all the side quest stuff tied up relatively soon. It's all going rather well, actually. I've enjoyed playing tonight. I thought, you know, not playing in the comfort of my own flat, it's sometimes a little harder, but I have settled into it today, which is nice to know that is. But now to stay up and actually edit all this together because I've not got it pre-uploaded for when this is coming out, which I normally do. So, with that in mind, thank you for watching. My name's been Billy. Like, comment, subscribe, it really helps, and if you've got anything to say I will see it. Subscribing really helps. You can see these videos. There'll be more Morrowind videos daily, Monday to Saturday, and Monday to Friday, and then Sunday, and then on Saturday will be doing our thoughts on games, which is currently Dishonored 2. Anyway, I will see you later. Goodbye.